adventure of Super Mario and Rabbids has some things you surely don't expect, and we have interviewed Davide Soliani, director and creator of the game, to tell us all the details of how this crazy idea was born and what we can expect from the sequel, Sparks of Hope. Reload your guns and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you won't miss our Nintendo videos. Here are 10 things you should know about Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope with Davide Soliani. Mario and Rabbids was born in a room with 5 little brainiacs, including Davide Soliani, coming up with the idea of merging the Super Mario and Rabbids universes. As you can imagine, it seemed crazy but not impossible.
And we closed ourselves inside a room that we called War Room because we were playing tactical games, Warhammer. When we got the idea of doing something together, like Ubisoft and Nintendo, Mario and the Rabbids, we didn't know which way to go. So basically we brainstormed 13 different ideas.
There is something very special about this game, because Mario has RPG games, action games, racing games, basketball games, but practically no strategy games. So why is Mario and Rabbids a tactical game?
But then we started to scratch them, all of them off. We had rhythm games, we had other type of genre, till the last one, which was a tactical game, because we are tactical fan, we are tactical players, we love those kind of genre.
The truth is that given what we've seen, we almost expected more of a rhythm video game than a strategy game. But here is Mario and Rabbids with a little bit of exploration and adventure that Mario games have. And just the exploration was something super important when making the game.
But we wanted to make it with a twist. We wanted first of all to intertwine it with a phase of exploration, not just tactical battles. And then we also wanted to play around the contrast between the Rabbids and the Mario character to create that level of irony and parody to add humor to this recipe.
Surely you have noticed that Sparks of Hope has a lot to do with space and stars, so it's normal to think that the game was inspired by Super Mario Galaxy, plus the fact that Rabbid Estella appears in it. But there is much more than meets the eye, because Sparks of Hope is inspired by a lot of games, movies, and music.
I'm always influenced by something, definitely. Normally, I would say that what is really influencing me are books and music. Those two are the main driver to find a way to translate emotion that I felt and I perceived in a story, or by hearing some kind of music, and then I found a way to translate it in a video game experience. But musically, probably even more than books.
We are sure that even if you're not a big fan of strategy games like Fire Emblem, Mario and Rabbids is a game you might like. In fact, Soliani has confirmed that the game is created with this in mind, that anyone, even if they don't like strategy, can enjoy it.
One of the reasons why we wanted to go for the tactical genre is because as players of tactical games, we always wanted to expand the boundaries of the tactical genre, but also to find a way to open it up to all kind of players.
We've already seen Rabbid Yoshi, Rabbid Peach, and a bunch of other Mushroom Kingdom characters in the game, though there are many that are missing. Soliani has a favorite character from the Super Mario saga that he wants to see in the game who could stand up to Rabbid Peach.
Finding a character that can stay close to Rabbid Peach that was super appreciated, it's not easy. We had to spend a lot of time to create 2 different characters such as Edge and Rabbids Rosalina that could stand up on the stage with Rabbid's Peach without being wiped out in terms of charisma. But I will definitely go for Daisy. I will go for Daisy.
One of the things that previous Mario and Rabbids players liked the least was its limited combat system. Because of this, Ubisoft has worked hard to bring a major update that makes it completely free of the system by squares, giving total freedom of movement.
I think that the biggest challenge for us was the fact that we decided to change the combat system that was super appreciated by all the players in order to evolve it and go towards the real-time aspect to let the player feel the freedom of moving the character on the battleground instead of moving the cursor. Required a lot of effort and a lot of trial and error because at some point we were going too far, at some point it was not enough. So in order to find the right balance to let the player feel at home and feel that it was based on the foundation of Mario plus Rabbid Kingdom Battle, but it was offering something new, it took us a lot of time. So I believe that was the hardest part for us.
Ubisoft using the Super Mario license alongside the Rabbids must have been one of the biggest deals in the history of video games. It's caused the company to work with them, and both have learned a lot from the other, and that's a good thing.
We are working together since 8 years so far with Nintendo in general, and it's very enriching because you are learning the way that Nintendo is thinking, the way that Nintendo is working, but it's also good because they are surprised by the way we are working and the proposition that we are doing. One of the things they told me is we love this kind of games because those are games that we would never do on our own. You guys have ideas that are surprising. So it's a mutual enriching experience.
And working with the creator of Mario must have been something from another universe. They say Miyamoto puts magic into his games, and he's also put some of his magic into Mario and Rabbids. According to Soliani, Miyamoto has the ability to take an emotion and translate it into a video game.
Miyamoto-san has been an inspiration for me all my life, even before working in the video game industry, because I'm a Nintendo player since I can remember. I think what is impressing me the most is how well, as a game creator, Miyamoto-san can synthesize an emotion and a feeling and translating it in a mechanics. It's so clean the way they are doing it, not just Miyamoto-san, but in general Nintendo, that is always amazing me. The other day I have a Nintendo Online subscription, of course. I was playing Web Race, and even after all those years, the way that you are handling the jet ski and you are surfacing and riding over the water is incredible.
Ubisoft wants Mario and Rabbids to be friendly and accessible to all players. That's why it has so many touches of humor for all audiences. They want to connect as much as possible with players, even with those who are not used to playing video games but can appeal to them visually or emotionally. Soliani gives us a funny example of how he dealt with video games with his current wife.
The first time I met my wife, she told me I hate video games. I completely hate them. And I said, okay, good start of a relationship. Because I'm a game designer. Back in the days I was a game designer making video games. And one day I was on my couch playing late on, and I told to my wife, hey love, could you help me with this puzzle because I cannot solve it. And she tried to help me, and she fell in love with the game. So from that moment, she started to play with other games. She has more than 1,000 hours in Animal Crossing. And I found the key, a way to show them how cool video games were. And then she went on her own. So there is always a way to reach people, even the ones that are saying, I don't like video games.
Yes, and
what do you think of this last look at Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope? Subscribe to our channel and you won't miss the latest videos about Nintendo and Switch. See you next time!